Okay, I tried this earlier and it didn't go well. I'm Hilary. I'm here in my studio, putting on my toe socks here. And today's teacher space is, it came up because I saw the question in a forum from a teacher who was asking questions on the footwork, like how many spring, and it's kind of a question that really depends on a lot of things, right? Depends on what kind of apparatus you're on, all of these things. And so I just thought today we would kind of go over the traditional footwork and just kind of talk about why footwork. I love when people are going through my teacher training because footwork comes up a lot, just because everyone thinks maybe it's coffee chat, maybe it's time to just like come into the studio and start talking about their weekend or whatever, or just kind of like, hello, I'm just pushing this bar out and in, it's no big deal. But if you think about really what's happening is we've got this spring that's giving this body some information. So it's giving this body, this needs to happen, you need to figure this out, this needs to work, this needs to work. Oh wait, this isn't quite right, I can't talk today. And I love watching the footwork with my clients. I don't tell them what to fix, I don't tell them what's going on. I kind of let them figure it out, and I might tell them something along the line of maybe pushing into something a little more. But really, they've got a bit of time to figure out what's going on in their body because of this spring. So traditionally, and for me, I use the 4 springs. I have a few clients that use 3, but even my little ballerina, she's got 4. But there's that moment where you're like, they're all in their shoulders, right? And they feel it in their shoulders. And that came up in the forum. And if they're just up here pushing, which most people want to do, then yeah, they're going to feel it there. But we really want them to feel that they're pushing this foot bar across the room. And there's 4 positions, traditionally, right? There's the heels together, toes apart, on the arches, on the heels, and then your tendon stretch. And so when I teach, when it's not socially distancing kind of thing, I am standing where you are, looking at the full body in this direction. So I can see everything. I can see the hips, I can see the shoulders, I can see their face, I can see what's going on, because looking at it from the side or from over here, I'm not getting any information. So I'm just going to take this off because it's awfully warm. I also wore this, guys, for you. Okay, so it's not the best view. It's kind of my feet. But what we're going to think about is the headrest up. The headrest is up because it's kind of giving us that curl, like our 100, which is coming up, right? So when we're down, heels together, toes apart, and I just want people to kind of feel where they are on the mat. And maybe we've done mat before, but kind of get them to feel where they are, feeling where their hips are, feeling the shoulders, not correcting or fixing or pushing or doing anything. And I want them to really press those heels together, all the toes on, find their position, and just push that foot bar as far away as they possibly can. Just push it away and then bring it all the way back in. And I want them to find a pace that they can maintain. So they can have the same pace out as in, and they can maintain it through the whole footwork. And there's 10 of each. So as I'm doing this, I'm kind of feeling that this hip might need to like engage a little more into my mat. I feel like I'm a little bit shoulders to my ears, so I'm trying to relax and bring them together. And let's say I did 10, and then I go to my arches. And as I press out and in, I want them to feel, again, that they're just pushing that foot bar as far away as they can. That's their goal, right? And that they feel even connection on both arches. And they're lengthening all the way. And then they just come, because they only learn footwork one time, right? Heels together. Because we're just pressing in and out. It's the same every time. So if you think about that, and most people, some people will be, here, and you can just cue those pinky toes, pulling back, And then let's say you did 10, came back to our lovely heels together, toes apart, and press out. And I want them to really push that foot bar away and feel like they're growing tall, and squeeze those heels together like they're trying to just here, right? And then they're gonna lower those heels where they can keep that connection and then push that foot bar away. Trying all the while to stay tall. I tell them to feel like you're keeping that spring open the whole time by getting longer. So they would do 10 and come back in, and then we would move on, right? So with footwork, in those moments where maybe they start to chitter chatter or get lost, is just give them a focus. Give them something to think about, whether it's are both feet pressing evenly into the bar, push that foot bar as far away as you can, breathing, just give them something to kind of connect with each time, and it can be different leading into whatever they're gonna do. But with the footwork, that spring is talking to them. So by having that support of the heavy spring, by having that support of your spring to feed into that body, it gives them something to go, oh, this has to happen. Their body reacts. It's kind of like when you take your arm and push it into the floor and you can feel everything kind of go, oh, wake up. So anyway, that's my opinion, pushing into the floor. You can do that, you know, if you take your feet and you kind of pull them towards you and you feel your whole front line, it's kind of the same thing. So anyway, that is the footwork, kind of just why you would do it. And it's again, giving them that feedback, kind of showing them, oh wait, you know, this needs to go a little more, this needs to happen. And you can kind of give them little hints, you know, can you push into that left leg a little more than the right? Or can you put a little more weight into that right hip? Or can you reach those arms a little bit longer? Can you bring your shoulder blade? Just give them little guides of where they can go, but let them figure out how to do that. And that's what the spring is kind of doing, is giving them some information to figure things out. And they've got 4 positions, 10 times, they've got those 40 chances, you're seeing what changes and happens, and then you go from there. So it's so fun. Anyway, if you have any other questions on the footwork, just DM me. But I saw her question in the forums and I thought it was just a good thing to hit, because it's a simple thing. It's the same every time they get on. They just push out, push in, but you can just change that focus and change their thought process. And also you're seeing what's going on. You're seeing, oh wow, you know, this is what I need to kind of gear. Maybe they're really tense, or maybe they're just like, oh, you know, so whatever it is. But anyway, I have got a virtual and then my own teaching. So I will see you guys later. Bye, have a good weekend, and happy Valentine's Day. Bye.